Us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Has a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. People call it dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Express! There's X37. Low, low, low. Hey, alert 48. Hey, go right to 48 right now. Let's go. 808.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Play action. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A beautiful fake. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Low. 29.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
734.
On 1st down, Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Get set. Wide 85. Watch 808.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
637. Low. White.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Get set. Hey. Got three down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Room here to run. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he gets it down to the 32. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's McKinnon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
12.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now. than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Get down.
Carr now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Garoppolo on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
13. Hurry up.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down.
11. Check safety. Hey.
On first down, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Garoppolo again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Now, we're waiting. 694. Hey.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
34. Listen, hot.
Carr now on first down. Left side here to Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 734. 180. Listen up. Hurry, get set. 180.
On first down, Carr. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Go, Chief. Down. 280. 24.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here again is McKinnon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
6-18. 48 to Mike. Low. 7-34.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Down. 280. Wide.
Carr going to throw here. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
6. Like 20. 80. Go ahead. Hurry up. 11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo, a dump down to McKinnon, and he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 32 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Forced out to his left. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,